Hello and welcome to the channel. Confronting marginalization. Marginalization means being pushed to the edges of society, leading to limited access to the resources, opportunities, and rights. Marginalized groups in India include Dalits, Adivasis, and religious minorities. These groups face discrimination, economic deprivation, and exclusion from decision making. To fight marginalization, they use legal measures, protests, and social movements to demand equality and dignity. Number 2. The scourge of manual scavenging. What is manual scavenging? It refers to cleaning, carrying, disposing of human excreta manually from dry latrines, open drains, and sewers. Most manual scavengers belong to Dalit communities who have been historically assigned to this work due to caste discrimination. Extent of the problem. According to Safai Karmachari Andolan, over 1 lakh Dalits work as manual scavengers in India. 26 lakh dry latrines still exist, even though they are illegal. Municipalities and private households continue to employ people in this inhuman practice. Health hazards and low wages. Exposure to diseases affecting the lungs, skin, eyes, and digestive system. Life expectancy is low due to constant exposure to toxic waste. Low wages, 200 rupees per day in urban areas, even less in private employment. Social discrimination. Even after cleaning human waste, scavengers face untouchability and social exclusion. They are denied entry to temples, water sources, and public places. Different names in different states. Bhangis in Gujarat, Pakhis in Andhra Pradesh, Sikkalayers in Tamil Nadu. Number 3. Long provisions to abolish manual scavenging. Laws and acts. The Employment of Manual Scavengers and Construction of Dry Latrines Prohibition Act 1993 prohibits the employment of manual scavengers, bans construction of dry latrines. Violators can be punished with a fine or imprisonment. Public Interest Litigation PIL by Safai Karmachari Andolan 2003 petitioned the Supreme Court to enforce the 1993 Act. Supreme Court directed the government to identify and rehabilitate manual scavengers. The Prohibition of Employment as Manual Scavengers and the Rehabilitation Act 2013 strengthens the ban on manual scavenging, provides the rehabilitation, alternative jobs, and financial aid, ensures safety measures for workers handling sewer cleaning. Number 4. Adivasi Rights and the 1989 Act. Issues faced by Adivasis. Loss of land. Adivasis traditionally lived in forest. Their lands have been taken over by industries, mines, and non-tribals. Forced displacement. Many Adivasis were displaced due to dam projects, wildlife sanctuaries, and industries. They receive little or no compensation. The Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribes Prevention of Atrocities Act 1989. Main features: prevents violence and discrimination against Dalits and Adivasis, ensures protection from social and economic exploitation, allows victims to file cases against land encroachment and caste-based atrocities. CK Janu and Adivasi protests. CK Janu, an Adivasi activist, argues that governments allow industries and paper mills to exploit Adivasi lands while refusing land rights to the Adivasis themselves. She questions why the government has money for industries but not for the rehabilitating displaced tribals. The 1989 Act has helped Adivasis fight for their land rights and seek justice. Number 5. Legal and policy measures for marginalized communities. Constitutional rights for marginalized groups. The Indian Constitution guarantees protection through right to equality, that is Article 14 to 18, prohibits caste-based discrimination. Right to life and dignity, Article 21, ensures basic human activities. Right to religious and cultural freedom, Article 29 to 30, protects minority cultures. The Forest Rights Act 2006 recognizes Adivasi rights over forest land, allows them to collect forest produce, cultivate land, and manage resources, aims to balance tribal rights and environmental conservation. Number 6. Conclusion. The need for assertion and organization. Laws exist, but implementation is weak. Marginalized communities need to organize protests, file legal cases, and demand justice. Assertion of rights is necessary for real social change. Key terms and definitions. Marginalization, being excluded from the mainstream society. Manual scavenging, the practice of cleaning human waste manually. Untouchability, a discriminatory practice treating lower caste people as impure. Atrocities, cruel or inhuman acts against weaker sections. Displacement, facing people forcing people to leave their homes or land. Assertion, strongly demanding one's rights. Legislation, laws passed by the government. Now, in the conclusion, constitutional provisions and laws exist, but enforcement remains weak. The struggle of Dalit, Adivasis, and other marginalized groups continues. Social awareness, activism, and legal action are key to achieving justice.